Frankie, thank you. Next week marks National Wildlife Week. The National Wildlife Federation, along with the Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom, work together to inspire everyone to conserve and recover America's wildlife and their lands. Joining me now to explain more is wildlife biologist Peter Gross. Peter, good morning. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Very nice to be with you.
Of course. So, Peter, first thing I wanted to ask you, you're going to be doing something real big in the world of wildlife broadcast. Tell us about that first.
Well, kicking off next year on January, we're going to be hosting 60 new shows about conservation successes rather than sort of the usual gloom and doom that you can hear. It's going to be called Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom, Protecting the Wild. And there are many species like you all may see around northern Idaho, the resurgence of the eagles and the black bears. And so many species of animals are making a comeback. Many of our shows will be talking about conservation successes.
That's wonderful. Very important stuff there. So tell us, of course, big topic nationwide. Tell us what the Keep It Wild campaign is and how can people celebrate National Wildlife Week next week?
Well, what we hope they'll do is this will inspire young people to take action about preserving wildlife right in their own backyard. It's amazing all the species of animals that you will find roaming in your backyard or crawling around your bushes. And I think what they should do for starters is go to nwf.org/National Wildlife Week with some great suggestions of what to do in your backyard. Just off the top of my head, I would say even if it's a small patch of land, if you put some shrubs in, maybe some low bird feeders, and some plants that have pollen that will attract butterflies. Each time you do that, you're sort of giving wildlife a hand. And in some cases, it's nice to have that wildlife in your backyard. Say if you have owls or some harmless snakes, because they're keeping your rodent population down without using pesticides. So there are many things you can do to help contribute saving wildlife right in your very own backyard.
Yeah, and so many small, easy things that we can be doing. So that's a great point right there to bring up. Now, why has it become such a big issue in terms of threatened species in our country? What's happened?
Well, I think years and years ago, we didn't think about it that much. And then in 1973, we passed the Endangered Species Act. We did, meaning the Department of Interior. And it became very interesting to people that, gee, we really have animals that have problems. So we started focusing on saving more habitat, preserving more land. And now we've morphed that more into let's share that habitat and land with them. Last week, I happened to be up taking a walk in the woods near Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and there were a herd of elk standing 30 feet from me, which was much closer than I wanted to be. So what we're encouraging people to do is we have to spend an awful lot of time these days looking at screens. So I'm saying you split that time. It's well known that if you spend time in nature, it's not only good for you physically, but good for you mentally to have that time in the great outdoors. So introduce your young family early on, like so many people do in Idaho, and get out there and introduce them to streams and lakes and just being in nature, just how important that really is.
Gotcha. Great points there. Now, say we do run into one of these endangered species. What would you recommend that we do in a case like that?
Well, let's say that first of all, I always say take your backpack and your water and take your binoculars because you never want to get too close. You can see them up close, but you don't want to get so close that they feel threatened or challenged. Let's say you see black bears. Black bears, you just stand very still and then quietly walk away. Mountain lions, for instance, are the same thing. Mountain lions are predators that are used to attacking wildlife from behind. When I was representing the United States in Nepal, I noticed people who were out working in the fields wore masks on the back of their head because they were concerned about tigers. Well, these large carnivores are hardwired to chase things that are running away from them. Yeah. So if you see a mountain lion, you stand, you face it, you look big, and you make noise, and they're generally going to leave you. They don't want to be near you. They're elusive. They don't even like to be around people.
Yeah, that is the hope anyway. All right. Yes. We are out of time. So, Peter Gross, thank you so much for being here today and telling us about all this wonderful, wonderful information.
My pleasure. Enjoyed it.
All right. We'll be right back.